Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Sinful Sunday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, link for a trailer, link for where you can purchase this one, and if you decide, you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that set in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very interesting one. It's, I would say, really good. It's from one of my favorite Mondo documentary style directors, René Wiesner. I feel like he is a fantastic filmmaker, and this really shows even more improvement on the filmmaking that he already has been doing. This will mark for his first film that has a full, I would say, plot and character development and just everything that makes for a film instead of a Mondo or a documentary style film, which we're used to seeing with him. This is none other than the 2023 film known as Thanatomania. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be wrong, but either way, that's how I pronounced it in my head. It runs at 1 hour and 6 minutes. It's not a long movie at all. It's got a interesting cast that is René and is in there, and so is the great Boll. I am a huge fan of his, and to see him on the end of the clip, he's one of his spot. I believe it was after the end of the credits, or it was at the very end of the movie. If I can't remember exactly which one it was. Either way, it was masterfully done. But what is Thanatomania about? It's about a loner who has these bizarre fixations and obsessions. It starts off with things like smelling his own odors from his rear end, his front end. He smells that and kind of gets grossed out by it. Then eventually he moves on, and he gets a pair of girls' underwear in the mail and sniffs at it, is immediately grossed out, goes into this whole life sucks type dialogue. Is quite interesting. I'm not going to give away a whole lot of this film because I want you guys to watch it. Jacob Green over at Tarnished Films did a great job with another home run that he's picked up on his label. This is the fourth film I've reviewed for René, and it's also the fourth film I've reviewed for Tarnished Films. And I think they're just getting better and better as they go. The Tears from Chiasso is amazing. Suffer Little Children is amazing. Both Juval Marlin films. And then Vex and Throne, I highly recommend as well, especially if you're a fan of a good body horror. And then you come on here to Thanatomania, where you get a man who is completely off his kilter and is into some really just things that normal people wouldn't be into. Pictures of dead animals, which there's a funny little scene. It's not meant to be funny, but it came off funny to me. Our lead takes his camera footage into the local Photoshop photo lab where they process your your photos, and give you a permanent copy. They even sneak in a little card that's for like seeking help through various ways. Call this number, da 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 da. One of those kind of things, and I got a little chuckle out of that because it was done by a person that obviously doesn't know or realize or understand our character and the broad scope that he has as he goes along. His fixations are very, very I would say disturbing, but not so disturbing that it makes you sick to watch it. It's more of a very psychological drama. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to do something like this, especially for René. This is not his usual forte of film. I think the closest thing that was a Conversion, I believe was the name of it, the first film of his that I reviewed. That one is probably, I would say, the closest to this film, because it's more than just a documentary style film. Now on to the three things that I love my movies to meet. First is audio. The audio was very good, from what I remember. There's no like crazy audio jumps or glitches or anything that didn't fit. Granted, the dialogue is very, very dull, and you don't hear a lot of it. It's programmed to be that way. It's meant to be that way. It's meant to muffle things and make you think and fill in the blanks yourself. So I really enjoyed that part of it. So it's just going to get a B on the audio, just because there's not a lot to really work with on that end. And then we move on to dialogue. Dialogue is also going to get a B, because the dialogue, it's like I said, you fill in the blanks in my opinion, because there's a lot of it where you can't hear them, because the sound will muffle out, but it's purposely, like I said, meant to do that. So don't get in an uproar when you go to watch it and you're going for dialogue you can't hear. Now on to the third and final thing, which is the editing. Editing is very good in this. It feels like it's one straight shot. It doesn't feel like there's bizarre cuts in it. It's really, really edited together very fine. It runs at a great time. It never loses its pacing or its momentum during the movie itself. It really, really packs a powerful punch. So I'm going to give it an A+ on the editing. Now on to my final score of 1 through 5. This is a 4.5 out of 5 material type film for me. It is way above average. It's not quite 5.0 material, even though we all know that René is 100% capable of that 5.0 material. I really am a huge fan of his. Anything of his that comes across my way to review, I will damn well do it, because I think he is such a superb filmmaker. Alright guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'll be with you either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not sure scheduling wise. We'll just see how things work out. Otherwise, I love your faces, and as always, peace.